Hi, I'm Pete DeFazio. I'm with F-Body Warehouse, and today what we're working on a third generation Trans Am. This is a great car. It's an 86 model, nice and loaded, got all the buttons and whistles. And although it only has 67,000 miles on it, there are some things that have failed over time. One of the things that have failed over time on this car are the rear struts for the trunk lid. And the reason that is on this model, it has a really large wing, and the large wing is very heavy, and hence it does wear out the struts quickly. We have here new replacement units that we're going to be putting in. You can buy these at fbodywarehouse.com, of course, and you're going to need two tools. You're going to need a T50, and you're also going to need a small socket. You have one on each side. That's what secures it to the back. So you just go ahead, and we're going to unscrew those. And now we have our other side out. What'll happen is you'll pull it out towards you a little, and then it'll expand a little farther. I'm going to go ahead and do that with the other side. Now what I'm going to do in the meantime too here, so I'm just going to move this down just a little bit so it's centered. And that way the pressure is not all on one side of the car. So you're going to come on over to this side. We're going to unplug there. And then we're going to give it a little wiggle. There we go. I'm going to go ahead now, I'm going to take my T50 and I'm going to go from inside the car and I'm going to remove those. Now, I got my T50 here. I'm just going ahead here, and you want to make sure that you get it nice and snug. These are like the old school seatbelt retainer bolts from the 1970s, and these bolts will strip if you're not careful. Oh, that just came right out. Let me get it before it falls. And now, take the strut right up and out. We'll scoot over to the other side. And we've almost got this all unscrewed. One thing to note is this is a rear defrost car. So you're going to have a plug-in that mounts on either strut. Make sure you unplug those before you take the strut off. We'll finish taking this one out now. There we go. Alright, now we have our new strut here. One thing you want to note is you have your terminal connections. So our terminal connections, we want to make sure they're going in the proper angle. And how you tell that is on this one it'll face the outside. So I'm just going to lay this back in here. And I'm going to come up here. And then I'm going to plug in my wire so I don't forget. Then I'm going to go around to the other side. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now as you can see, this hole here is bigger, and that's why it's important that you have this bolt with the washer. So if you can't use your GM one for some reason, you're going to want to make sure that you have one with a washer. And the reason I want to tighten everything down all the way is in case I need some wiggle room as I put my other ones back in over on the other end. There we go. Because what you need to do, oh my god, this thing is heavy. Without the struts, you'll be amazed at how heavy this is. But you're going to have to lift it all the way up as you go so that these, because they're fully extended now, you need them to compress, and because they're new, they're going to be really tough to compress. Once you have that tightened up, you put that little trim slide back in and plug back in your rear defrost if your car has it. Okay, then like on the other side, we're going to plug in our rear defrost once more. Okay, now these are both tightened down. We're going to do our final tighten on the end. and then we're installed and good to go. Just about there. So now we have our big old long cardboard tube out of the way. As you can see, our trunk is open and it is nice all the way up. It's got some good tension on it. That's what we wanted. And you can see that tightening down and latching. Now watch, we'll hit the power release now. And it doesn't do it. So we fixed the problem. Took us about 10 minutes. You can find these trunk struts at fbodywarehouse.com. We do suggest you subscribe to our channel. And while we were filming, one thing you noticed here, I bet, was our headliner there. That's next on the list. We'll have a headliner video, how to recover your headliner at home, coming up soon. We do appreciate you. Have a great day. Remember, shop at fbodywarehouse.com.